All right, everybody. Yes, yes. We are all gathered here today at the Greater Ebenezer New Revival Tree of Life Institutional Double Rock on the side of the road to Jericho Missionary Baptist Church of Zion AME Episcopal to send our beloved club upwards to glory. Now, May 21st, 2025, at about 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we have all witnessed the death of Manchester United Europa League campaign and the death of the club in general at the hands of Tottenham Hotspur. Now, we did not go down swinging. Matter of fact, we didn't even go down fighting. We went out sad, toothless, and bereft of innovation and ideation. In Bilbao, everything came full circle like an invitation without an invitation. The amalgamation of bad signings and manager changes and the board resituation. United needed a resuscitation. Now we're left to pick up the pieces in the mud like an excavation. This has been the worst Man United season most of us have ever seen. And with this loss, we subside. Amorim tried. Ineos and the Glazers lied. We cried. And Man United died. So remember this team as they were in 2013 and where you were during the full-time whistle and enjoy the heat as it sizzles. Y'all have a great summer because next season, we go again. Thank you to everybody for joining us this evening. The Glazers have already told us, and Ineos, Sir Jim exactly told me 1 hour before this, there will be no repass. We are not serving food. They cannot afford a repass, so since we lost, we really can't. So just make your way to your cars right after. We didn't have a casket for us either, so we're just going to go right into the ground. And yes, thank you so much. Actually, they have to pay me a little extra here because we only booked for 3 hours. I've been here 5, so you know what it is. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. That shit tore out my soul. Everyone is sick to their stomachs. Casey Gale already starting us up. Brother. Oh my God. What are we talking about today? Why am I dressed up in these robes? Man United has died, everybody. We have officially died. We are dead. You're going to see the thumbnail from 2013 to 2025. We're done. We're finished. Absolutely finished. What was the score? Tottenham Hotspur 1, Man United 0 at the Bilbao Stadium. I forget what it is, San Mamés, whatever. It doesn't matter now. It's officially our resting site. The club has died, ladies and gentlemen. We are out of here. We have lost. We have lost the Europa League final. The football heritage has ended. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. As Casey's indicated at the bottom, that shit has torn out my soul. That shit has fucked me up. I had, on the way home driving, I see one of our bartenders. He's driving. He works another job. He owns his own business, actually. And he's in a U-Haul driving next to me. And he's like, come on, you Spurs, over there by my house. I don't know how, but God hates me so much that he put Reese right across next to my car to remind me as I was driving home. Quiet drive home, no music playing. I cried yesterday, guys. I cried yesterday. Why? Because I made the mistake of believing in this team. I made the mistake of forgetting that we have certified bums on this team. I'm going to tell it like it is today. I got on my sash. I got on my robe. I'm telling the truth. Right before God, I'm telling the truth. All right? I think I'm the only one that's optimistic about all of this. Explain to me what's the optimism. Let's break it down. What has happened to us since we've lost? Let's break it down. Money gone. Money is gone. We're not a money club no more. That 100 million, 110 million we're going to get, it's out of here. It's gone. So now we can't go for the big name signings. We're going to have a problem paying back players that we already owe in $84 million. We're going to have a problem with that on its face. Man, we all believe. Can I get an amen? We all believe. Yes, can I get an amen? Can I get an amen real quick? Because this team is going nowhere. We needed this game badly. Everybody knew. But we're going to go into the game. Matter of fact, let's go right into the game. Because I'm getting hot. Let's go right into the game. I'm going to start from the goalkeeper. Andre Onana, I backed you. I believed in you. I trusted you. Okay? I wanted you to break the black stigma, the black goalkeeper stigma. All right? You know what they say about black goalkeepers? They say a black goalkeeper is just a failed striker. All right? I wanted you to break that stigma, brother. You've done the opposite. You've set us back 100 years, brother. You've set us back 100 years, brother. I need you out. I need you out today. Pack your shit. Pack your shit. Okay? Pack it up. And we'll get you to wherever you need to go. I'll come and I will drive you there, brother. Get out of my club, bro. The way you, at your near post, you do that? Nah. Out. 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 Now, you're not only one to blame for this. Lucas D'Angelo Carmichael Shaw. Brother, when I tell you, if I see you, brother, oh, you don't know. What is going on? Why are you trying to blame it on Dorgu when it's you who needs to close that man down? Why are you not bodying up a man? Why? Why? Tell me why. Tell me why your arm is out to put it bounces off of your arm just crazily. Of course it was you there to do it to. Dorgu. Dorgu provides nothing for the last 6 or 7 games since he got sent off the first time. He has been absolutely terrible. Provides nothing down the left-hand side to the point where we went away from the left-hand side for the majority of the game. I'll get into that because I got more people to tear into right now. All right, we're going to get to some comments real quick. Marvin, we needed to lose yesterday to reset the club because Europa League will only cover the wounds in the club for another year. No, Europa League gets us the money to go and spend to build the team. Now we're resetting the club with no money. It's nice to reset, but we have no money. We have to hope we sell these guys. And everybody knows how bad these guys are. So the United tax is going to be in the negative. Who wants to bid high for these failed players? Who? I don't. I just got a message from the Manchester United Facebook fans of "We'll never die, MUFC okay." Brother, we're dead. We're dead. This club is dead. We'll never die because we love the club. Our love for the club will never die. But we're in ruin. We are in ruin right now. We needed that game. The defeat hurts, but it might be a blessing in disguise for the future. I hope so. See, that's where I won't talk you down on. I agree with that 100%. It might be a blessing in disguise for the future. But this is the second European title I've seen us lose. Well, yeah, we lost before, but like this is the second Europa League I've seen us lose. The second one. This hurts me, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted Shaw to start. Joke's on me. Joke's on me, brother. Joke's on me. I'm slacking guys off today. Lenny Yoro is the only one out of that whole group that I can say, you know what, brother, you hold your head up. I think you had a decent game. I think you might have been one of our better players on the pitch. You might have been the best player on the pitch if it's not Ahmad. If it's not Ahmad, people are actually trying to do something. Lenny Yoro running back to save tackle. Dorgu running back to save tackle. Dorgu's second half was better, I will say. But nothing going on the left. Mazraoui, nothing. No overlap. No nothing. Spurs did something to us that they knew that they could do. That every team has done to us, right? They gave us the ball. They said, here, play football, bro. Let's see if you can play football. Go ahead and play football. Let's see if you can do it. Here's the ball. Because our midfield is dead out here. We got a bunch of nothing-ass man in the midfield. Go ahead and play football, bro. Let's see if you could do that. 73% possession. I'm looking at the comments as well. 73% possession, gang. Okay? We had the ball. Now, were we dominant? No. A bunch of failed chances to do something. 2 shots on goal. 2 shots on goal. When I say on goal, come on, man. Ahmad trying to go down. They put Ahmad in 2s and 3s on that right-hand side. So if there's 2s and 3s, that means there's 1 or 2 people open. Not correct? Okay, let's go to some more players. Casemiro tried something, didn't work. Bruno, stinker, and we already know what happens when Bruno can't play. They frustrated Bruno. They put Bruno in a lot of compromising positions to where the balls that he didn't have a lot of time to get the ball off, or when he did, it just didn't get there. The entire day was just short passing the whole entire night, the whole entire game. A very boring game at that. So we'll get to that too. When people are like, it's going to be a Premier League game. That was a Premier League game. One team scored a goal, a jammy goal, and set up shop. They feared us. They had nothing for us. They didn't even come out of first gear, bro. That goal was just about a matter of happenstance. That wasn't a well-worked goal. How does the goal start? Bruno loses the ball. And then it topples down from there. I'm not blaming Bruno, but it is what it is. And Shaw's a waste man. Go come up in this interview talking about players need to ask himself whether they're good enough to play for Manchester. I saw that too, brother. Are you good enough? Are you good enough to play for Manchester United, brother? Are you good enough? Brother, you don't even look like me. You don't even look fit enough. I'm just saying, gang. I love this Manchester United team, and I'm talking about the club itself. I love the camaraderie that I get from the ATL MUFC. I love meeting people in Munich and Manchester, making friends in Gorton, Stockport, places like that. You know what I'm saying? All the different Reds around the world. I love that. I am not loving what I'm seeing on the pitch, and I haven't loved it for years now. I haven't loved it, but I believed, and that's where I messed up at. I have to blame myself. Let's keep going with some players. I'm going to read some comments in a minute. Stay tuned for the comments. I'm going to read all the comments and reply to them because I got time today. I got time, brother. Bruno, generational stinker. Just couldn't. Mason Mount. I cannot even blame Mason Mount. This was a matter of the coaching at this point. They nullified everything going down the left. Mason Mount and Dorgu never linked. Never linked. It just didn't work. And then they just started forcing it down the right to Ahmad. Everything was going through Ahmad at a certain point because there was nothing to be done. Mason Mount touched the ball 11 times. Man, them are talking about he was our best player. He touched the ball 11 times. Inconsequential touches of the ball. That meant nothing to the whole game. And he lost the aerial duel, and he had 1 clearance. That's it. Nothing to write home about. Stop with the favorites. Call a spade. Well, I'm not going to say that, though. That's a bad thing to say. But call balls and strikes. Call balls and strikes out here, bro. Listen, Onana was my favorite goalkeeper. Why? Because he represented something to me. But guess what? He's trash, and it's the truth. I still think he has a chance someplace else, but not at this club. Call balls and strikes. There's no way he was the better player. He was better than Ahmad. Garnacho came on and did more than he did in the 20 minutes he was on. Garnacho, ineffective in 20 minutes. Why is he coming on in 20 minutes? I see that happening, and Casey says this, that the subs were too late. I see from the halftime we needed to change. From halftime, why are we playing Bruno deep? Why are we tinkering with the fucking lineup now? Rasmus Højlund, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Ahmad tried his best. Took some man up. Was looking lively. Then after a while, he kind of fell flat because he was getting double and triple teamed. Pause. By bare man. Pause. It's crazy. I'm just saying, bro. I love this club, man. And I hated yesterday. I cried yesterday. I'm a grown man, 34 years old, crying in the pub like one of those kids on the TV. It hurt me that bad because we came out. And the thing is, if we took it to penalties and lost that, I'd be like, all right, cool. But Spurs were there to be had. They were nothing special. They weren't the Spurs of when we first saw them. They were there to be had. When I talked to Saeed and did the Combine 11, I was like, bro, We're going to let y'all have the ball. They let us have it. They scored that goal and set up shop 2 banks of 5 and said, break us down because we know you can't do it. You haven't been able to do it for 7 or 8 years now. You don't break teams down in the low block. You can't play out. So what did we do? Play out the back, horseshoe passing side to side, around the back, trying to figure it out. Nobody's being brave. Nobody's making a run. They gave it up to us. They gave it up. They moved the panties to the side and said, come on. And what did we do? Scared? Pussies. And I know I'm supposed to be holy today. I'm supposed to be Mr. Holy today, all right? Casey, I'm going to get you in here in 1 second. I'm going to get you right here in 1 second. Let me actually read some of this. Let me read some of these comments. He would have adapted and changed if his tactics were working. That's how he beat City. They weren't working. Ten Hag would have won that game 100%. But we don't even know if Ten Hag would have even got that far. We basically handed the cup to Spurs 100%. Handed it to him. Gave it to him. Pulled the draws to the side. And said, come on in. Have whatever you want. That's what we did. He will have to walk. He can't coach. F all. Listen, I am not Amorim out. I'm going to say that now. I do not trust Amorim. I'm not Amorim out, but I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He has to get some of this today. The subs are way too late. And I was screaming at the halftime. I said, we need to give Garnacho on, to give Spurs at least something else to think about down the left-hand side. To not play Bruno as a 10 was crazy. To start to try this stuff now, starting Luke Shaw was crazy, even though I wanted it. It was crazy. Should have had Ugarte as CDM to allow Casemiro to go forward and Bruno at the 10. We've been playing Ugarte, Casemiro, and Bruno and losing and trying to get victories in the Europa the entire time. And guess what happened? We change. We let this slick-haired motherfucker change and tinker around, and what happened? If the game was on Thursday, it would have been a win. West Indies, United, and Knicks all lost. Don't get me started on the New York Knicks. Up 12 with 2 minutes to go. Listen, I went straight home and I went to sleep. I woke up. The Knicks were up by 14. 12 points with 2 minutes to go, 2:08 to go. I said, all right, cool. We got this in the bag. Groggy. Woke back up. We in OT. Losing the game. Come on now. Rajat, if it ain't broke, to be honest, why fix it? The team is broken, brother. I'm going to go ahead and get Casey in here. Man. Go ahead. Casey, you muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Hold on, let me read a couple more comments as you do that. The LA crowd was lit. We had Stormzy and his people in the business. Yo, bun Stormzy, yo. I don't know. I'm just hurt.
Man.
What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Man, I didn't go. What time I get home? 3 in the morning? It was a rough one, man. Everybody's on watch right now. Shout out to all the Reds though. We got great supporters. Money gone, futures in limbo, man. Futures in limbo. We gonna get set back at least 2 years. And the thing is, we can't keep missing Champions League. Teams like Liverpool, by the time we get back in Champions League, they're gonna make like $500 million ahead of us. This is huge. All we had to do was win one game.
Bro said,
everybody has stuff on the line.
For real, Mike, you was on suicide watch yesterday, brother. I was staring at a bunch of pills in my hand for about an hour. Right?
It's tough, man.
For the grace of God, I was saved this morning. I was saved, and I came here to give this great eulogy.
I love it, by the way.
Team.
I kind of feel bad interrupting. You had it going big. I felt like I was doing amens walking home from work. Amen. I'm about to put some money in the pot.
You just here to testify. Go ahead and give your account. You come here and testify, brother.
It was unreal. I think when it got around like the 85th minute, you could see panic in everybody, the unsettling. First of all, when we got to the 65th minute mark, you just heard people screaming in the pub. This is not working. We're like, get Rasmus out at halftime. Get him out.
Get
You
him
might as well
out.
just go with Zersky. And the thing that sucked about it, and I'm not Amarin in or out. I'm Amarin question because, and Mikey, you've been an advocate and you say everything like we all say that he's got to do a system and he wants to work his way. But bro, Ange tweaked his shit to get the win, and
Did not play a high line at all.
everybody said Ange only has a plan. It doesn't have a B plan. You just got to get the win, bro.
Let me
You
tell you something real quick. Let me
go,
interrupt you real quick.
No, you're good. Go.
I was listening to, I think it was Minna Football today.
Oh, I saw her too.
Either Minna Football or KG today.
I saw that
I
too.
like them.
Yeah, they're excellent.
I was listening to them today, and they had one guy on. They was doing like a show where they had a bunch of guys on. And one guy said, what did he say? He said, it's an Australian guy. He said, yo, I've been watching Ange for 15 years now. And like, say what you want to say about him as a manager, but in cup competitions, that's his thing. He helped Australia win like the Australian version of the Copa America that they had never won before. It was in the cards, bro. We were playing against a guy that knows how to survive in these kind of conditions. He's won everywhere he's went in his second season. There's a reason for that. There's a reason. He's not rigid. He's not going to force these guys to play something that they don't know. And now I'm not with against Amarim in that regard because you need to have some kind of structure. But you also, bro, I don't understand. I don't see any other sport that you don't adapt. In boxing, you adapt. In football, you adapt. In basketball, you adapt to what they're giving you. Unless they're giving you what you want all day, if they're stopping you from doing something, you try something else. And
Bro.
we've been brainwashed into believing that because we haven't had a system for so long that now we have a system and we need to stay with this for every single game as if every opposition is the same, as if they're not watching us and learning our system. You cannot be this rigid. We got on Ten Hag for that. Ten Hag tried his way for 2 games, got smacked 7-0 on aggregate in those 2 games and said, you know what? I'm changing it to something else. I can't play the Ajax way. And we got rid of that ball fraud. Amarim, I'm not out on you yet.
No, you're not.
I believe. I did say Amarim out a couple times at the pub. I was hot.
And you're forgiven. Yeah, we was all emotional.
I prayed. I dipped myself. I purified myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. And I'm back here now to give the good word. Take it away, brother.
But the crazy part of this, my G, the blow up, the Bruno coming out talking, well, if they want to sell me, I'll leave. The coach coming out talking about if the players and the board don't want me, they can keep the money out. What is this? What is this? This is a defeatist attitude. This is not what we want to hear. Garnacho come up with his pettiness again. This is the 3rd time this youth has showed his ass.
He ain't wrong, though.
He ain't wrong.
He's not wrong, but he shouldn't be doing it.
You can't be doing that, though.
Yeah.
And then before the game, he showed his FA Cup pictures of him. See, he was signifying. He's dropping little jewels like, oh, I know I'm not starting. So, but he wasn't wrong, though, because I felt him. But his little argument, I was almost like, yeah, like about to get him, like getting G'd up. But it's too much. It's like we are even more of a mess each time we get more into this Ineos process. Yep. It's just getting worse. We need leadership to step up, be like, listen, dead all this. This is crazy. We losing. If we got to lose money and selling you bombs, we got to lose money because there's something wrong. There's a cancer wrong. These player powers out of control. You can't blame Rashford no more. You can't blame the Martial no more. You can't blame this is a whole different breed. It's just something's crazy, man.
Marvin says they sold up their he's talking about Liverpool here, and I'm gonna get at you right now.
Marvin,
don't forget how bad in the mud Liverpool were before Klopp get there, and if I recall, they lost the Europa final in Klopp's first year too. They sold up their best player, Coutinho, and built with what they got from that. United needs to follow that blueprint. The only reason Liverpool doesn't have more trophies because of Pep and City. Let me tell you something right now.
Liverpool don't got $1 billion debt either. They didn't have $1 billion debt.
Liverpool hasn't made this crazy. Oh, let's give 25% to these guys, these random guys over here, but let them run the club. Liverpool.
Marvin, I feel you.
Liverpool has scouted smart. They've scouted tremendously. They brought up a kid that's going to Real Madrid. Okay, this season they brought up an Andy Robertson is what they got for like $7 million. They went and found a VVD that was playing at Southampton, brought him over. Okay, they went and got a random Brazilian guy with, you know what I'm saying, and said, you know what, we're gonna stick you up for a striker, even though we know you're not the fastest guy, but he's banging in 15 and 20 goals a season. Randomly picked up this Egyptian kid from Chelsea that failed at Chelsea, picked him up.
Yeah,
they scouted right. The board, it was in one mind. And then they had a couple off years, went 5th, lost in the Europa League, came back and did what? Win the league. Win the league because they're clear in their mind. We are not clear. There's too many fucking chefs in the kitchen. We got one chef that don't want to pay for nothing and want to run us into the ground. And got the other chef that's there trying to run the shit, but he can't get they can't get their act together. Sign nobody in January but Dorgu. That's looking like a flop already.
It looks crazy. Marvin, we feel what you're saying, but
him.
That Fenway group, I hate to give them props, but they don't panic. You know what we don't hear from the Fenway group, Marvin? We don't hear, the Liverpool is looking to talk to this player. We just hear Liverpool is about to sign so-and-so tomorrow. They get deals done. Their business don't be out there. We're loose, Marvin. Manchester United is open. We don't have no privacy. Our Omar dude, he's doing interviews and talking about, bro, shut up. Just make moves. Just make moves. Now we're trying to sell our youth just to make money. Look at Kobe. Kobe's just regressing. We're all like, why? Kobe came in with 2 minutes left in the game, my G.
Here's the problem. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
We don't even know what position Kobe plays anymore.
And let me segue right into that real quick. So now we're at this problem. That was with Manchester City not here, dude. What are you talking about? When you say Rajat, you gotta like open up what you're saying. He said that was with Manchester City not here. I don't know what are you referring to. We've said a lot.
Manchester City, I don't know.
This is the problem right here, right? We're going to go and give. I'm not saying sack Amorim either. So let's just go ahead.
We're not saying that.
But we're going to go buy into the Amorim way, and we're going to go get him some players, right? We're going to go get him players that are going to play to his style. And if he doesn't come out, make good in the next 6 months from when the season starts, or like the next 4 months from when the season starts, we're going to have a bunch of players that are suited for his style of play, right? And then if he's gone, it's Erik ten Hag all over again if he's gone. Because Erik ten Hag, I'm sorry, did not lose a final here. He did not lose a final here. For everything you want to say about Erik ten Hag, he did not have a 22% win rate. For everything you want to say about Erik ten Hag, he did not finish with the worst finish in the season. He did not do that. We didn't allow him to do it, but he didn't do it. Okay? He won 2 titles. 2 titles we needed to win to strengthen the squad. That's why we were able to give him all the whack players that he got. He is a part of this problem too. I'm not bigging him up here, but I'm just saying, since he's that much of a problem, look at what you're doing. You haven't been able to get the best out of these guys we have here. I have to look at that and say, I can believe all I want. I can't blindly believe. I have to look and say, yo, 22% is crazy. 6 games won in the Prem is crazy. Having 30 points in December, then only having 9 more points at the end of the season, it's crazy. It's May.
Bro,
the last game of the season is on Sunday.
We were 4 points out of the top 4, and we end up 27 points away.
Jeez, Ten Hag would have won that final. I don't know if he would have got us there. I don't think he would have got us there. Amorim, great job. You got us there. You got us there, bro. You got us there. Well, great. But how much time do we put our own foot in our mouth on the way up there? How many times did we make it harder for ourselves? The proof was there. Yo, that's why I didn't feel good about picking about saying we're gonna win straight out, and I was like penalties because I didn't know where the goals are gonna come from. And look, and this is for Sean. Sean,
Yeah.
I told you I didn't know where the goals are gonna come from, right? Because it was a Premier League game that was played there. The minute we run into Prem opposition, what happened? We
We
played
can't beat
like
them.
we were in the Prem, exactly the same way. A team that was scared of us set up shop.
Nah,
And said,
I think that doesn't do us. Andrew's
they were
probably
scared.
like,
They set up shop for 50 minutes.
oh yeah,
50 minutes.
but they know what you just said. Where's the goals gonna come from?
See, because they know that goal that they were supposed to get, that wasn't supposed to happen. They
That
didn't know
was
where it was
that
coming
was
from.
a I don't want to curse. That goal was
First,
so God. It didn't even hit nobody. It was just like dude nudged it, looked Shaw hit it in, and Ananda just. I mean,
the only thing I'm giving Onana there is that you're near post, idiot. What are you doing? Swat it. What are you doing? He dived backwards like they do in FIFA. Come on, man.
you see when he was trying to tell Casemiro to come move this way, Casemiro's like, man, you need to go back where you need to be, bro.
And shut up. Even Lenny Euro, even though I think Lenny Euro one of our better players, there's a time where Shaw was like, I don't want the ball. I don't want it. Don't give it to me, and put him in danger. He couldn't just brush it off to Onana. He didn't trust that, and he was getting run down. I'm like, come on, man. I knew the game was over, bro, when Van der Ven cleared that ball. That was
Oh,
over.
that was it. That was it.
When
We all said
When
that.
he put his toe up into the sky and got it out of there, I said, this game's over. We're done.
Yeah, that's when we all was like, that was it. You know what's funny? I heard Stephen Housen talked about it, and I had to go look at it myself. When there's a cross came in and Lenny Euro almost got it, watch what Rasmus does. He doesn't go to the box; he steps back, and he's like, "So see, so when you see it, you're like, who teaches you? Who taught you to do that? We need. How's Lenny Euro, our 19-year-old center back, getting in the box quicker than you, and he's coming from the center back? Man, we got frauds, bro. It's fraudulent.
Rajat says Pep beat him FA Cup final when Man United had De Gea playing in goal. Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
all right.
All right. Got you.
But you know, what's his Rajat?
Yeah.
Rajat. The thing is, though, we ended that game with 5 defenders. Why were we so defensive? We should have been. I would have went Ganacho wing back, fucking Ahmad
Perry
wing back.
MS, get in there.
Everybody, let's attack this joint.
Anybody that got some pace, get in the damn game. Don't worry about defending right now because they ain't worried about it. That's all they're worried about, actually.
And then our number one go-to is Harry. Get Harry the ball in the box. And that,
Mark says, Cheese says, Mason Mount has lost 3 finals before the age of 25 or some shit. Listen, if I talk about Mason Mount, they say I hate him. I can't talk about him. Apparently, he's the best player on the pitch yesterday.
Was he?
Now, Mason, this is what was said to me. When I said that there was nothing going on the left, Dorgu did nothing on the left. He said, he's the best player on the pitch. Everybody agrees.
No.
All right.
He was moving like an invisible man. He could have checked out at halftime too.
And 11 touches on the ball.
He could have checked out at halftime too.
He should have got hooked at halftime to give Tottenham something else to think about down the left-hand side. I would either Hamas. I said Hamad. Hamas and fucking Garnacho on that side and let them just run at them because they're letting us have the ball.
It's almost like he played it like it was the first leg of a home and away. Like he didn't realize bro, when it was at the 70th minute, I haven't heard so many people cuss, scream. It's like, what are you doing? There's no time. And then and set up shot. It's tough. It's
when
tough
it got
because
to the 80th minute, I'm like, okay. Clearly, they're okay with defending deep, and they'll defend for the next 15 minutes. Man United does not do well on the low block.
It's been a problem for years.
We don't do well on the low block, and every manager we've had hasn't been able to do anything
What is
I mean,
what's Marvin saying there?
I blame that
who?
Norway team. He's talking about Bodo Glimt. That to be honest, they couldn't beat Spurs and ruin our chances of European
Nah, don't
trophy.
do that.
That's a funny joke, but like if they beat Spurs, hell, they'll probably beat us too.
Yeah,
Because
because
Spurs
they're
beat us.
dynamic too.
If we're just using that logic, if we continue with that logic, but
Hey
I don't know.
Marvin, they was there to get beaten. They
I asked to play Spurs specifically couple 2 months ago. I said, "Look, we're gonna meet Spurs in the final." I'm telling you.
4 Ross Clot times in 1 year.
Oh yeah, everybody else once again telling me, "Oh, we beat City, we lost to City 3 times, and then we beat them in the FA Cup." Nobody's ever lost 4 times. None of that matters, bro. When the ball rolls, all of that juju voodoo shit goes out the window. It
Yeah,
does not exist. All the stuff we've never done, we've done this season.
man, haven't
All
we?
the stats that they say no team's ever been won from 3 down or lost from 3 down or came. We've done all of that shit.
Yeah, we done it bad. A lot
All
of
of it.
teams have done doubles on us.
6
It's
doubles.
I mean, but then it's like the ramification ain't really hit us yet till we see the summer transfer window. Because now the lap is on some. I don't know. We need to sign Cunha as soon as possible before he changes his mind.
He needs to come
We,
and train with this team as soon as. As
I mean,
soon as.
but someone is I forgot one of the guys that was on the Mandem show out there. They said that so the employees had a party, and then when they put Sir Jim's picture and the Glazers, all the employees who work for the club was booing their ass when their pictures came on the screen. It's such a bad vibe at Trafford right now. Like when we
I'm
did the
glad you brought that
tour,
up.
when we did the tour, there's a gentleman who's our tour guide damn near broke into tears because he said we don't really know what's going to go on around here, and he's doing this during the tour.
He don't know if he gonna have a job next week.
Exactly. He said we don't know if we're going to transfer to the new stadium. That's how they just all living on borrowed time.
I know we have people in our group and just in general that are Ineos defenders. I just want to say this. They've done nothing to be defended. They've
Really
done
haven't.
nothing. They've done nothing yet. And it's going
They,
to take time. I understand it's going to take time. But so far, I've seen nothing. I've seen the women's group disrespected
oh my lord, we
to
can't
a,
get
to a
into that.
level that I don't understand, to where players have left saying they've been disrespected, to where the fucking guy who owns the club doesn't know who the team captain is.
Oh
He
yeah, that's
doesn't go to
crazy.
the finals. He hasn't gone to 2 finals. He went to go see us play a regular game against Arsenal, a non-consequential game against Arsenal, instead of going to see the women in a title match, which they won the year before that. He didn't go and see them neither the year this or this. That is a spit in the face. Okay, that's unnecessary. I'm sorry. And if you don't value women's football, that's you. Keep your mouth quiet, because we do around here. We value the gal them playing the game. I like to see that. I have a daughter, though, bro. I want to see her play the game like her dad did at a high level, possibly past me. So I'm just Ineos have disrespected us. We come out, we do a protest. What do? Run PR. Hey, we're dropping the new stadium. Here's the new stadium plans. Yeah, I'm done with them. I'm done. I'm not saying Ineos out either, but so far
The decisions have been
failing
all bad.
grade. Failing
All
grade so far.
failing. F's. F's.
Failing
I mean,
grade.
from the Dan Ashford situation, they recruited him longer than they kept him. They was telling Newcastle, you need to let him go to a bigger club. He wants to go to a bigger club. I mean, all that shit is crazy. And then you can't
It's a good question.
you got to back this coach hard, Ineos. You got to. It's
I got a
on
quick
them.
one. I got a
Yeah,
quick
get
one over
those, get
here.
those.
Could have put Bruno as a false 9 and Xerxes as a left wing. We could have done anything else
We
than
could
what
have
we
done a
did.
lot.
Could have done anything else.
Blessings, Mikey. Blessings. We could have done a lot.
He left Casemiro to go against the 3-man Tottenham midfield. Yeah, three guys that aren't scrubs. That's the thing.
They
Only
bullied us.
Dallo put. That was part of the game. Let me get into that. That's 100%. That was a part of the game. They bullied us. They were shit houses.
Yeah.
That what's his name? That Brazilian. What's his fucking name?
Pedro.
No, the pigeon. What the hell is his name? His name escapes me right now.
Oh,
The striker. What the hell is his name? I can't remember his name.
Richarlison.
Richarlison, bro.
Yeah,
They
he's
said
out there.
Richarlison's main goal, he did it. He was perfect. Be a shit house motherfucker all day. Go on the ground, roll around, pick up foul, he did all of that to a T. They roughed us up. Basuma coming in, put him on Ahmad. That's a grown man against a child at that point.
Yeah, they was bullying him too.
Come on, man. Come on. They had 2 and 3 on Ahmad each time.
Mm-hmm.
2 and 3, right? And we still don't want to go down the left-hand side. Still. Why? Because we got
dead.
Mason Mount
It was the Mount.
and Dorgu,
Yeah, it's dead.
and they ain't doing nothing. They ain't talking to each other. They haven't played enough to. It's not even their fault all the way. They haven't played enough to gain any chemistry. Them two, especially in no serious game. Come on now. Only Dallo put the kind of nice cross in the box. Have 15 minutes to play. We bring Dallo on late. Come on now, it's crazy. Now that Amorim has more time to train with the squad, how long is his leash? What are the realistic expectations?
That's a great question. Answer that. What do you think about that one?
For me, I want top 10, at least conference league qualification. Listen,
No.
I can't say now what the expectations are because I need him to have a decent window. Him to have a decent window. So if the window's good, then I'll go there. I'll wait till I don't have any expectations now because nothing's happened. The season's over. We got one game on Sunday. The season's over.
That's a crazy game too.
She says the next season is his leash. Yeah, and also people are like, oh well, what do you think about us winning and da da da? Listen, I don't care what happens next week. We can win, lose. An airplane can fall on the stage. I don't care. I'll be there watching the game, but I don't care what happens. That's just where I'm at. I've given up. Ahmad was picking himself off the pitch all game. Yeah, after a while he was getting bodied because he was spinning, man. He was spinning, man, for a minute, and then he was getting bodied up. There was nothing he could do. So Chief says he has one season, and Rajat says he got to set the tone on game day 1, 100%. With who he buys. If we're able to make some smart buys, then I'll feel a little better. But I can't say right now where they're going to be. What do you think?
I think we need to, like you said it beautifully. We need to see what this Ross clock window looks like because we don't know what's going to go on. We don't really know how much cheese we have, but I don't have expectations too. But I keep hearing everybody saying those first 10 games, if he starts off with like 6 losses in them first 10, which is crazy, but people you got to get him out. But we can't do that. He's got to have the season because we're going to do another Amrin thing. Bringing another dude in midway, and it's going to be the same BS.
Yeah.
Listen, you and I don't have to make the decision. Ineos does. But if they...
Go ahead, my bad, bro.
No, go ahead.
No, Mr. Green says, depends on what team Amorim is training. Summer window is crucial. Yep. Same.
It's funny, too. We had to pay Chelsea, $3 million? For Mount making it $5 million, so we just lost some money. It was crazy, man. Everybody's busting licks on us. It's crazy.
Okay, yeah. I didn't even bring this up. The real Greg Bree. Shouts to you, bro. Thanks for joining us. We weren't getting too many calls yesterday because that ref, that was Michael Oliver Seddon's type refereeing right there. I ain't never seen that guy before, but that guy was a criminal. The game got out of control because of him. He let them bully us and get us out of and then was carding us for everything, giving us a card every other.
Oh yeah, it was some waste man calls he was doing. Bro, got a crazy
calls that balls were going out of bounds or going out of touch or whatever, and he was giving them. They were giving it to them. I'm like, bro, the ball clearly went off of this guy. Why are you doing this at this time? I don't know. I wasn't into that. Chelsea still owe us for Sancho, bro. They don't have to do that deal. They'll pay the $5 million. They got it. Serena Williams, that's another thing. Serena Williams, Todd Bowley, and all of them are sitting in the box, right? And our owner can't be bothered. But Todd Bowley, who hardly even know what football is, and Serena Williams, who damn sure don't know nothing about no damn football, is sitting watching the girls play. Probably an inspiration to them. Sitting watching them play in a championship, in a final, and our guy who has time to run a marathon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Time to run a marathon and shit. Don't tell me he don't have time. And that's what niggas were saying to me. He's a billionaire with responsibilities. Stop backing the billionaires, bro. Stop it. Stop it. You're a billionaire. You have more time than me, motherfucker. You have way more time than me. You can make time. I can't make time, even though I make time still. I'm sorry.
Hey, Reds,
Great shout, Greg B.
Reds, I keep feeling that, and this is my personal opinion. I keep feeling like this stadium is really Surgeon's legacy because that's just going to be something that's going to be there forever. And that could be his main thing. I want to build this stadium, and so my legacy cemented in England.
And it's a money glitch.
It's a money thing.
It's a money glitch. You're going to be able to have a Eubanks fight there in 5 years. You're going to be able to have Anthony Joshua if he's still kicking around. Usyk, all them man there. They're gonna have fights there, concert tours, arenas sold out right there. The Wembley of the North. It's gonna be so high tech. Everything's gonna be there. They're gonna have infinite money at that point. I don't know where we're gonna be in the league at that point. I can't even think to the next day.
We couldn't even muster up one goal.
I cried yesterday, bro.
I literally
sat in the pub and cried.
I just didn't understand it. Like one goal. The big game, one goal. But we all said it coming in. Where the goals gonna come from? We don't know. And we are the three people we said that's got to ride us: Bruno, Casemiro, and Ahmad. Ahmad tried. Bruno had a stinker. Casemiro's legs died. Lenny
Once
Earl,
Bruno doesn't play well, it's a wrap for us.
There's no one else.
There's no one else. If Ahmad can't make something happen, or we get a little moment of individual brilliance from Casemiro, right, or something from Harry Maguire on a set piece, bro, they were having corner after corner after corner. Spurs at one point.
That was crazy
in the beginning of the game. And all of them looked like they'd get down. For some reason, the ball would get down and then ping pong around a bunch of man. I'm like, yo, we need to be first to these ball. What's going on? Shouts to Greg B again. Nah, listen, no one is safe next season. The owners have to back him. They brought Ruben in practically with his hands tied. I don't agree with the last part. His hands weren't tied. He could have said no. He could have said no and leveraged himself. He could have said no. He didn't have to come now. He was coaching a team that was doing well. That probably would have went deeper into the competition that they were in if he stayed there. He was already playing with house money. When they asked him to come and he's like, nah, I want to come at the summer so I could properly assess, right? They said, nah, it's now or never. He should have said, screw you. That's not how I get down. Don't compromise yourself. He believed in himself, and everybody knows how bad, man. First off, it's not like they talked to him and then he was like, oh, let me look at Man United. That had already been on the cards that he possibly would move there. Yeah. Those guys over there in Sporting are looking at Man United and seeing what they need way before we even get the confirmation that they're going to move forward. So he knew. And if he didn't know and he didn't do that kind of homework, then he's not the manager that I think he is. But I 100% believe that they would know. Everybody knows what situation they're walking into as a football coach, especially in today's time. So yeah, I don't believe his hands were tied, but with this team being as sorry as they are, it was definitely a handicap.
Listen, he felt he could have. I know he had confidence in himself. Like, I can get this going.
New stadium might see a Champions League before United. Ooh, can't believe you wasted tears on these bums, bro. I cried because I was empty inside, and people had to hug me up and brill me up. I said, "Yo, these men got me crying like one of my kids. It's crazy." New stadium is cool, but we need players, man. 100%. I
agree with you. I think if we fix the team first, people could deal with everything.
I want to apologize to Sinatra because I made fun of him and I said, man, have you been there? We need a new stadium. We don't need a new stadium, bro.
No, we need a team.
We need to fix the stadium. Fix the stadium. Roof, seats, all of that. Build the team up. Worry about that later. I'm not worried about this new stadium bullshit right now. We're in dire straits. From when we started talking about the stadium, we had only lost 6 or 7 games. We're talking about 20 games now.
Crazy, huh?
Almost 20 games now, bro, and 6 wins. Come on, bro.
What's crazy about it? The only team that we beat in the Premier League that's not a relegation team was Fulham. The only team that Tottenham's beaten that's not a relegation team is us. That's bad.
That's
For a
historically.
time.
Lee
I
says
see.
Lee says we will win the FA Cup and get relegated. Okay. Would the FA Cup save us from relegation in some weird way? Like you can't win that
Have
and
you
get
heard
relegated.
that Saeed's boy Norden say that he wants relegation. He wants a deep rebuild.
I'm gonna
He's
tell
been
y'all
saying that for
something.
3 years.
Y'all don't want that. You don't want that because what come with that is money gone, players
Yeah.
gone, and it's hard to get back. We've seen it. It's hard to get back to where you were from. Now we would be a different kind of thing because nobody as big as us have ever gotten relegated. As far as today's us, right? Like this, one of the most valuable teams in the world. You know, so we wouldn't know what that would look like to come back. But at the same time, I don't want that. I used to say shit like that because I'm an extremist sometimes.
Yeah.
But no. I can't have that. Hey boys, I'm a huge Hammering fan, but there's a realistic chance that he's another Villas Boas. Woo! Hey,
I'm not
bro.
mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Hey, bro. Let me tell you this. He might be worse than Villas Boas. He might be worse. I don't know. I gotta still look at what hasn't changed is this team still stinks. Well, I
It
used to
still
say that all the
stinks.
time. These guys suck. These guys are terrible, and they're still terrible. And you know what they've done? They've put the hood over our heads. They've hoodwinked us, bamboozled us. We've been run amok, led astray. Right with the Europa League, we've played all these weaker teams that aren't necessarily the best teams where they are. Right? They're not a quote unquote prem quality. Right? We played all of them and had our way with them. Bilbao, Lyon towards the end. All these teams had our way with them. And now we finally run into a team from our ends and we can't handle them. We were fooled again by another cup competition. Another one. This one just happened to be European and not domestic. That's it. I'm not saying I'm hammering him out, but I have questions.
I mean, you still, in any way, you gotta feel for his situation. You don't get that training. You don't get to work on patterns of play and little intricate things. He still hasn't been able to implement. He's still probably on stage one in all his training and the tactics. I get it, but this game, it felt like he got lost. You know, it just felt like the moment got a little bit too big for him because I'm telling you, just the fact that he waited so long with the substitutions and leave the guy. I mean, he didn't even got. It just felt like he got overwhelmed and the moment's too big. Edwards a good coach, yes,
Jeff Lundquist
but
says even pussy can't even make this feeling go away. Damn.
that's deep.
Damn. I might need to get some tonight because I don't even know. I'm real sad. I'm very sad. Hellbound Snorlax, thank you for your support yesterday.
Oh, girl, yeah, I met her yesterday.
Bamboozled, hoodwinked, run amok, led astray. All of that we've been. Hey y'all, if y'all didn't watch my this thing from the beginning, please watch. I did a beautiful eulogy.
It was wonderful.
Got my garb on, you know, I'm looking real. The Dr. Archbishop Father Mikey Douglas, if you want to, you know, refer to me at the First Dollar Baptist Church. You can come on in. It's $10 to get in. Jeff's laughing. Yes, Jeff. We gotta laugh to stop from crying. We gotta laugh. I love it. I love
Bubba
it.
Jeff.
LMAO at eulogy, bro. I'm telling you, I put these guys to bed, and people are mad at me saying that we died, bro. If this ain't dying, what is it? What is it? Because now we losing European finals on a regular now. Now it's on the regular.
Bro, we can't keep losing that European being in Europe. Teams are progressing. Teams are building banks. Teams are building war chests. We can't keep missing.
Oh shit, Mr. Green done said some shit now, boy.
What'd he say?
Buckle up. Well, I agree with you, Mikey, and of course, hindsight's 50-50, 100%. I love context. But I wonder, would shit be this bad if we kept Rashford and Anthony and swallowed his pride for the remainder of the season? You see what's crazy about this kind of loss and then like this kind of fucking season is that now these kind of questions that he's saying, they're relevant questions.
They're relevant questions. You got to
relevant.
take heed. You got to take heed. I mean, you know, and I was thinking about this today at work. I was like, could he have tried to get something out of those guys? Because if we had Rashford and Anthony yesterday, they're better than Rasmus. You got to believe they're better than Rasmus. You know, just having those options. You know, maybe did he too much ego make him give up on those guys? Listen, remember Rashford said he wanted to leave though. He
checked out.
He checked out.
He checked out. La
You
Liga
know.
Extrema de Alamales. Greetings from El Salvador. Big up to El Salvador Massive right now. Shout out to everybody at El Salvador. Shout out to you, La Liga Extrema de Alamales. I got love for you. MU fan from El Salvador. Bang, we suck. 100%. Around
That's
the
it.
world. Say it in Spanish, say it in Portuguese. We suck. Type it in the chat. In every language there is that everybody knows, we suck right now. Please. Anthony would have at least tried 100%. Taz, you wild. Taz said, Taz dissing me. All right, Taz, don't let me run into you, bro. All right, you talking crazy.
Yo.
Man doing the stream in an Inter Milan church kit. Yes. Hey, so quiet as it's kept. This is where this is my degree, where I got my degree from, and this is just the robe and whatever. But hey, I sold it. I sold it real good.
No, you did a beautiful job.
Sucky, says Jeff Lundquist. Mark said, how? Yo, you getting called out, Cheese? How? Let's keep it real. It was Stormzy's fault. Yo, so tell me about this. What the fuck? Stormzy just rolled up in your shit?
Yeah, well, it's, his best friend, she's been there a couple of times, and her man is an Arsenal supporter. So one time they came in there, we was all on it. But yeah, he just rolled up in there, no security, just came up in there cool, was bubbling, took pictures with everybody. Was good dude. He's like loving LA. But then we were like, "You're a jinx."
He's a big United fan.
Yeah. He got on this kid, everything. But you know, it's LA. Once we met him, everybody left him alone. We was just touring. You know, Luke Shaw pissed me off, man. He's a waste, man.
I would have come on tonight, boys, but I had an edible, Mr. Green. The real Greg Lee, he showed up at our pub, yeah. Hey, you got to do some drugs. Somos malos, 100%. Somos malos, we are trash. We very trash. Muy basura. Let's see. The sad boys in the pub corner. Yo, y'all was down there smoking them cigarettes and all that illegal drugs. Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah.
I ain't see no pictures.
I got pictures, but I didn't want to post nothing, man. They got pictures. She got pictures too.
From Coachella to O'Brien's. I love O'Brien. I can't wait to come to LA next season and see what's going on.
It's a vibe. You'll love it. It's a vibe.
I'm gonna have a good time. I'm definitely using some of our funds to come to LA.
We just need to see Julia Roberts get up in there.
I like me some Julia Roberts. Man is loving Cali life. Of course, he's from fucking London. They don't have sun. Yeah, that's not illegal.
Jeff,
that's normal. Yeah, I'm a snitch. I'm sorry. I'm a rat. But Luke Shaw's one of those folks we need to move on. 100. Yo, Luke Shaw and Onana, they should have had to pay for their way back to Manchester. We should have made them pay to go back. They should walk back.
There was 2 times Onana kicked the long ball and he could have just passed it to Maz. He don't even look. What happened to him?
Vicario wasn't that much better either. Vicario wasn't even that much. Vicario was coming out. He got bullied for one coming out. We couldn't get it in the goal. I'm just like, yo, we should have been whipping them balls into him. We almost didn't get in at the pub. It was our shit was jam-packed. It was literally like I got there early because my kid woke up that morning. I was supposed to take her out of school. She woke up and was like, Daddy, it's the last day of school. Do I have to go? And I said, no, you do not have to go. I didn't go to my last days of school either. She's 5 years old. I said no. So I had time. So I got down to the pub and there was nobody there until like 2:55. and it was jam-packed with people. It was a great time. That's what I live for. So anybody who's mad at me for saying the club is dead, bro, it's never dead because we have the love and the camaraderie is great. Atlanta, ATL, MUFC, you are me and I am you. But this team right now, RIP, bro. RIP. Should I play the music again for anybody that didn't hear it? Should I play it?
Hellbound, you ain't got to worry about that no more. I know what you look like now. You're with the crew.
I'm telling you, bro.
Shout out to your girl, Hellbound. She's all about the songs. She was calling everybody. They don't sing. What's wrong with these people? I love her. She was going
And
in.
we were singing to the hills until like the 80th minute, and it was dead. We were just screaming. We were just
Man,
like,
that 80th
wait,
minute
come
got
on,
tricky. It
come
felt
on,
tricky at the 80th minute, huh?
come on,
You-
come on, come on.
that
I'm like,
80th minute, you can see everybody just. Then we start doing. Maybe we got 8 minutes extra time. Then we saw 7. We're like, God damn, that ain't it.
I'm telling you, bro, it was rough. Send the pics to me, Negro. That's what Cheese is saying. He's been begging you all day for those pics.
I'll send them to him right now. I'll send them to him.
Undertaker themed. Yo, like I said, watch the first few minutes of the stream once it dropped. I walked into that. It was epic. It was epic. I'm gonna do more of this kind of stuff too. I remember the one time back in the day after we lost to Arsenal and then the rain was falling through the roof. I came with the umbrella. That was great. I love that. I'm gonna clip all those times up.
Damn.
Anybody
Mine
you want to leave us with anything, bro? We about at an hour. I'm out of steam.
I'm just moments like this just makes me love our supporters even more. I think we were all unified yesterday with the pain.
Yeah.
People were singing to the last fucking corner kick. People were just, they backed the boys. Just wanted that the final whistle blew. Shit, people stayed there till about 6 hours later. Was a good group, stayed talking. It wasn't like we was yelling. A lot of people were saying we got to back. No, Ineos needs to back this coach because we're going to back the team. So Ineos is on watch because we're all hurting. That's one thing I loved. It was all hurting. I didn't see too much of people saying like it was a unified, painful session yesterday, and I just love everybody. All the hugs. There was lots of hugs. Let me buy you a drink. Let me buy you this. It was a lot of love, man. And it kept going to today. People were texting each other trying to get through it. But
yeah, I wanted to go support, like this is therapy for everybody, but forget that,
but
man.
no,
This
we need
is
to
great.
rage. No, we need to rage. We need to yell. We need to be upset because they need to feel our anger, especially the aftermath of it. How people, it wasn't like we seen how the locker room was not unified. How dudes was making me. It's me. I didn't get to do this. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that.
Y'all was calm. Real losers are Arsenal. No, we're the real losers. They still have Champions League football. What time is UK? He is in LA and I am in Atlanta in the United States.
Yeah.
So it's about 9:00 here. But shouts to you,
He's
Liga
on Pacific time too, isn't he?
I don't know where Liga Animal Extrema is. No furniture was destroyed. Like Bandito always says, pain. And you see the clip of Casemiro yelling at Onana. Yeah, I seen that. I saw Dorgu getting yelled at by Luke Shaw. I saw how they looked when they were getting their medals. I listen. I stayed. I went. I had a couple more drinks. I got in my car. I wasn't drunk. I got in my car and I drove home and I went to sleep. And then I had to wake up and see the Knicks get beat on top of that. So,
oh yeah, you had a rough one.
People were calling me, hey, buddy, you going to be okay? Somebody called and said, hey, fuck, nigga, wake up. Your team sucks. I said, damn. A lot of come outside, Mikey, come outside. I just want to talk. A lot of that. I was talking big. I was talking very big. I saw KG had to do his beard. That was funny.
Oh, that was crazy, huh?
That was funny as hell. I don't know KG, by the way. I'm talking like I know him. I don't know him, but I saw it and it was hilarious. I'm glad I didn't bet anybody like how I bet that one dude about the Chelsea thing. I'm wearing the jersey for a season. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that. I learned my lesson from that. Garnacho basically put himself up for sale. But I'm not mad at him because he told the truth. Now he shouldn't be doing that though. He shouldn't be doing it. But like he told the truth, and I actually don't respect Amarim a little bit for fucking how he responded to it. I don't respect it. Like, oh,
Yeah,
well, he missed a goal in the last game, so
yeah, like what is Mount done really?
Hey, what does that have to do with today? What are you talking about?
Yeah. That was wrong.
What are you talking about?
I think that's one thing he needs to change too.
Minutes. All ballers don't want to play the whole game. Mason Mount, think about it like this. Casey, let me put in your shoes right there. Ohio University, 1983.
93.
You're playing 73. You're playing
Pittsburgh.
Toledo.
Yeah, go for it.
You're playing Toledo, right? You come out for one series.
Yeah.
And the coach says, all right, we're going to give the second string some burn. Casey gets some rest. Go out there and play DB for a while. He goes in there, and they keep him out there. He's stinking out the joint, and they don't put you back on. You're going to lose your mind. You're going to be like, what the hell are y'all doing?
Lose it.
You're going to lose your mind. Now, there's no social media and shit like that back in the day. Now, Garnacho's brother was tripping.
Yeah, he needs to tone him down.
Garnacho's brother was
and his agent, too.
Mikey, lesson of the day, keep your powder dry. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what is that?
That went over my head. My powder. I don't do powder dry, man. Ignorant Amarim. Yo, 100%. 100%. I can't pronounce your name, but shout to you. Thanks for joining in. Biko. Yes, emotional distress. 100%. Amarim should have said that either. Yeah, it's another Ten Hag and Sancho situation.
So you beat me to it.
It's the only difference is that Garnacho has been told several times not to do this, and that's why I'm backing that. I'm backing like he shouldn't have fucking. You don't do that. You don't do it. Stop that. It's a British term meaning don't talk too big. Yeah. That's all I do. I got a big mouth. I talk a lot of shit, and most times it doesn't go in my favor, and I don't learn from it. I do not learn. Emotional damage. So, geez, 100%. Amen, Casey. Garnacho sounded like a little kid with poor me shit. Nah. Not to me. He shouldn't have said it, but he's telling the truth. Why am I watching Mason Mount do nothing down the left-hand side for 70 minutes? Why? And this ain't an indictment on Mason Mount because they had him trapped in. Everybody had a bad game. Everybody. And I think the only two players that we could look at and say had a decent game was Ahmad and Eleni Euro. And not even that much. Unprofessional and poor sport. Okay.
Yeah.
I can get with that. I agree with that. They both wrong, by the way. Yeah, they are both wrong. They shouldn't be doing that to each other, but one is telling the truth. You could tell the truth. You could be wrong. My grandma used to say you can't be wrong and strong 100%. But one person telling the truth, and they kept going after Ahmad 100%. They had 2s and 3s on him. Garnacho has a knack for some poor decisions, by the way. Yeah. Everybody does. But the thing is, he's our biggest attacking threat coming off the bench, and we're not getting nothing going down the left-hand side. Nothing. We're not getting any chances. He had a shot. Mason Mount didn't have a shot the entire game. At least he had a shot. He had a chance to put it in at the near post. We thought that shit went in at the last tick of the game.
Bruno had a header. Did you notice that our U18's coach quit?
No, did he?
Yeah.
I
Said he needed more opportunities.
Yeah. Go get it. You gonna get at Man United. Hey, it's either
what is going on there? There's some shit behind the scenes, bro.
It's either you quit or they fire you. They like to do that. They'll fire you. But
yeah. I gotta get to sleep. I didn't get home till 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta get me something to eat. I ain't been able to eat. I just been getting called everything but a child of God. But clearly tonight shows you. I'm the anointed man, and I'm here to bring the eulogy to you. Thank you to everybody for showing up to this funeral.
Yeah, for real.
I wish there could be a repass. But Sir Jim said we cannot afford food. So there'll be no food after this funeral procession. Just hop in your cars and head home. We're not even going to bury the body. We're just going to drop it in there. We don't have money for somebody to dig it up. We don't have money for a casket. So until next time, man, what do you want to leave us with, Sir Casey? It's been a great season, bro. We've been a great season. We got one game next left on Sunday. Maybe we go live and talk about that. I don't know. But what do you want to leave us with, brother?
Just up the Reds, man. I think everybody knows. We all feel it. And we got to, boy, we going to be paying attention to transfer watch. I'll tell you that. Ineos is on the clock.
100%.
Hey,
Just
man,
want to
good luck to your Knicks, bro. Straight up.
appreciate that, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
it. This Halliburton doing this is bothering me. It's bothering me.
Believe it or not, a lot of LA heads said we want to see the Knicks win it, which is crazy.
I respect that because when y'all are doing good, I want to see the Lakers win.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of people said.
we're never in it. So, like, I had to root for Kobe many years.
Just remember, the deeper you go in the playoffs, the more it hurts.
I'm hurting now.
But it's a good hurt, you still can be swaggy. Like, we still in it.
Peace, boys. Next time,
Yep.
trophy. Shouts to everybody. I'm going to leave y'all with this.
Seeing Tottenham people cry of joy was crazy.
Fuck Tottenham.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all
Peace,
next
peace,
time.
one love. Up the rest,
Like,
people.
comment, subscribe. So like the thing on your way out. Comment
Yeah.
on the way out. Subscribe on the way out. Share. Do all that. Hit the notification bell. It's all love. Till next
All
time.
right, man. One love, Mikey. Have a good one.